2 fingers and thumb fold. No.
They know it already, and that be the young athletes. That's where I feel like the disconnect is. It's crazy, like how you play that bridge.
Everybody, what people have, because I thought I was the outlier. You know, everybody can't be an outlier to like every situation. I'd be like, yeah, that's true. You ever explain something to somebody and be like, yeah, that's true, but that don't apply to me?
Yo, I feel it. I feel it.
You know, but when that happens, those are the type of individuals you still wish the best, but hopefully those are the ones that can end up being smart and learning from their own mistakes. But a lot of times it's like, it's tough to see some kids, and sometimes it's inevitable. You'll see certain kids, you know, don't want to listen, they don't want to get outside their comfort zone in terms of their thought process, and they'll go down a certain path, and sometimes you can't help it.
Yeah. So what's the biggest like mistake you see young athletes do or go through? Like, what's the biggest one?
I would say, first being open to different opportunities. That's the first thing, right? Because there's so many opportunities out here that can pay for your education. Like, did you hear of Allen where you was in high school? Never heard of her. They paying for your education. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, and it's also a blessing to get through 4 years of school with no student debt.
That's a blessing.
Or, yes, bingo. Or let's say if you do get a degree and you got $100,000 in debt, but if you were to listen to an individual, put you in a certain position to take advantage of your athletic ability, and you can get that 100K down to 20. 100K is much different than 20.
Very much.
You know what I mean? 100K, that's years and years and years of paying.
Yeah, like the way you plan your life out is different versus having that 100K debt first.
So let's go back to the question. What's the biggest mistakes I see people make is them making decisions off of now. Like, I want to go to this school, but wait a minute, you got this offer from this other school. I've seen this before. I've seen a kid go to a school solely, you know, for the reason it's a bigger division of school, but it costs them $30K a year compared to a kid going to a smaller school where it's $8 to $10K a year. But you ask them why, hey, you like X school better than Z school? Why'd you choose here? Oh, you know, it's a bigger school, man.
That pride and that ego.
Like, I said, what about your degree, getting along with the coaches, all that stuff like that. So that's just not that's only a right now decision. Oh, I'm going to school for this, but that's a decision. If you do that times 4, it's $120,000 compared to 24 to whatever that is, 32 over here. But that type of decisions can completely affect your life. You know, I had a friend, I kid you not, on my second jobs, I was talking to him, hey man, you know, what's going on? He was getting married and all that. He said, yeah man, finances are tight. I said, yeah man, I can hear you on that, man. But you getting married, things, you know, hopefully going in the right way. And he was like, you know how much I pay a month for my rent? I was like, nah, how much? He was like, I pay $895, live somewhere in Atlanta. I was like, $895? That's good. Like,
yeah, like you kind of chilling. Like,
yeah, I was like, that's great. You know, he's like, yeah, man, but I got so many other bills, man. My student loans every month. Okay. I said, what you pay for that a month?
More than the rent.
$87 a month.
Those student loans more than the rent.
But I know so many people like that getting older where, you know, they made certain decisions and didn't think completely long term, because that's it. Like, what degree you getting? You know, in the field, what's that salary range? You got to get your master's degree, and on top of that, how long do you think before you see a return on investment from the master's degree? You can't just go through this stuff blindly and just doing whatever you feel like doing at the time without having a long-term plan, or you end up digging yourself a hole that you can't get. And I just started, I felt bad too, because when he said it, I thought he was joking, but I thought about it, you know, he was being dead serious. He said, I'll be paying, off this student loan until my daughter is getting married. I was like, bro, shut up, man. But it was just like,
if you break it down,
because I'm not going through all the loans and stuff, but most of those a couple X amount of years is you paying interest anyway. So it's just like, and that stuff, when you talk about interest, they don't teach you that in school.
They don't.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to learn about that until it comes.
Bingo, you 23, 24, 25 years old, you got to know about that stuff. It's a corny conversation. You don't want to talk about that. You want to hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you get put in that situation and you look back and you see, I owe $80,000.
Where you see them zeros.
Yeah.
What you think them two fingers and thumb for? No.